Okay, look, like I don't want to kick the man while he's down, but I have a couple of things to say about him, right? Like this is getting ridiculous at some point, and I have to make this video. Like I know if like I don't know what's watching, but like I personally have to make this rant because it's actually getting ridiculous. It's mind-boggling. This does not make any sense. There is no logic in this. Now, let me tell you what is my problem with anime. Like, okay. We have tennis, right? Tennis. For the absolute noobs, you have the GOAT debate, right? GOAT debate, greatest of all time. Who's the greatest of all time? Basically there are three people: Federer, Nadal, Djokovic, right? But there is like the big four, right? Andy Murray was the big four. He was kind of there, he was always hanging around, and then he won a Wimbledon, and then he became number one, and then he had a hip surgery. And then when it comes to GOAT debate, uh, there are stats that show you who's the greatest. Like who was the number one the longest? Who won the most Grand Slams? Who won the most Masters tournaments? Who won this? Who won that? Whatever, head to head, whatever. Who has the strategic advantage? Who has the best shots? Who is the most clutch player? And right now, it's pretty obvious that Novak Djokovic is the GOAT because he was the number one for the longest and he has the most Grand Slams. And of course, he has the most Masters tournaments, he has this and he has that, blah, 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 saved match points, blah, 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 epic moments, whatever. So when you look at like the reasonable, logical thinking, Novak is the GOAT. Now, there is this other side that personally I don't agree with, but I can see the logic behind it, or I can see why people say that. Like, basically, it will say, okay, I know, Novak, 23 Grand Slams, probably have like 27, 28, 30. I don't care. I think Federer is the GOAT because Federer looks more elegant or looked more elegant. He has beautiful, the way he attacks, the way he dances on the court, the way he smashes. He's Mr. Wimbledon. I don't care if Novak has 10 Wimbledons, Rogers 8 Wimbledons will always mean more and blah 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 that shit. I don't agree with that, but I do see the logic behind it because after all, I have to admit, as a Novak fan, that Federer will always be more elegant than Novak. He will always have smoother, not smoother, but visually it looks better. The way the prime Federer played on grass will always visually look better than anything that Novak does. I can't not argue with that. His hair will always look better than what Novak's, basic buzz cut is, whatever. Like he'll always be more marketable, or how the fuck do you say that? He'll always make more commercials. He was born in a country and he looks different. So it's the perfect. It's like the tall, beautiful. I don't know, Maria Sharapova, for example. Like Serena Williams can have more titles than Maria Sharapova, and she for sure has. But Maria Sharapova will always be like, the pretty tall Russian girl who, can make commercials and she's great and whatever. Um, it is what it is. Like I cannot argue about that. And if you so there here comes my problem. Here comes my problem with anime. So if you look at stats, right? If you look at the logical thinking when it comes to the whole debate, anime is like, I mean, it's like whatever. Like, come on, man. 3 Grand Slams compared to everybody else who has 20 plus. 41 weeks at number one, everybody else has 200 plus. I think he has 14 Masters. Everybody else has 20. I think Federer has 28. Nadal has 36. Novak has 30. Whatever. So I mean, nobody. I mean, not even the most delusional anime fan is going to say, "Hey, he's the greatest of all time." But when it comes to like elegance, when it comes to like smoothness, like I don't know how to say that. He's number four. He's. I mean, brother. I mean, like it's Federer. Now, so here's Federer, and this is an interesting point I want to make. And you will say, well, Nadal is more elegant. I agree if you watch the 2008 Nadal, sleeveless shirt, Nike shirt, just, the same shirt that I have, hair, headband, lefty, the top spin forehand. It's cool. Looks fucking cool. Great body. I mean, no homo, but like, optimally muscular body, basically. Just see this motherfucker's like, he's all about that shit. I see that. I see that. In 2022, though, I mean, just kind of looks too much muscles, maybe a bit fat. taped up, injuries everywhere, receding hairline, bald spot. Kind of sometimes has that beard. Um, just doesn't look young. Just doesn't look elegant. I mean, it still has the same forehand, but just does not look that good. I mean, it doesn't. While Novak has the same haircut. He has the same look. Everything's absolutely same. He's kind of improved his volleys. He looks a bit smoother. His serve is better. He looks cool. Not to mention that he has by far, and I mean, you're absolutely ridiculous to argue here, by far the most personality, actually, when it comes to like jokes and like when was it? Like he makes actual jokes. He's a funny guy. Like, and I'm not talking about like 2007 when he was imitating Nadal and Sharapova. I'm talking about like interviews. Like he has a sense of humor. Like Nadal doesn't have that. You know what I mean? And like Novak, actually, when I think about like Novak versus Nadal in 2023, when it comes to excellence, elegance, I don't see Nadal being more like visually attractive or whatever. I think Novak looks cool. I think his sliding is ridiculous to great. I think that if you turn off the bias, I don't like this guy because this and that. I think he looks great. 36 years old, he looks like a 25. There is not a single thing that changed about his look. Like if you compare picture 2015, 2023, same player, same player. Yes, maybe he's not as fast like he used to be in 2015 or 13 or whatever, but boy, he has actually improved his serve. He has actually improved his volley, and he looks absolutely the same. And that's the key to his success. Like he preserved his body. He has the combination of knowing absolutely everything about his body, about every situation, about the crowd, about when to put in effort, which points to win, everything. And he has the body. So there we go. And Nadal doesn't have the body anymore. And then Murray. And then Andy Murray, bro. This guy has not. I mean, elegance and Andy Murray I mean, I never liked him. I never liked him. I just never liked him. Visually, I never liked. I think he's not an attractive human being. And by the way, off court, Andy Murray is great. I think he's like off court, he's better than Nadal. He's probably even better than Federer, of course. But on court, boy, I, God fucking damn this guy. I can't even watch him. Like, I mean, I didn't like him in like 2014, whatever. But in 2023, bold spot. Has that stupid shit on his leg, what's it called? Birthmark, whatever. He's like giant birthmark on his calf. It's not his fault, but it doesn't look good. He has like fucking ankle weights around his like ankles. What the fuck is that? Like he forgot to take him off in the gym from the gym or whatever. Like it legit looks like he has ankle weights. Um, his behavior on court is so fucking bad. And like people complain about Novak, I don't know, smashing a racket or swearing or all that. Look, bro, Andy Murray, after every point, every single point he loses, he throws a fucking tantrum like he's a 5-year-old, bro. Take takes off jeez, I swallowed my hair. Takes off his head. It's bro. Like it's okay. It's okay. Like dude. It's perfectly fine to have emotions. It's a big match. It's an important match. It's a big sport, whatever. You're an athlete. You don't have to be a robot like Nadal is. And even Nadal has emotions. But, like, my God, if you compare 128 players in the Wimbledon's men's draw, their antics, I mean, who's worse? Who's worse than Mario? Karius, is like horrible sometimes and he just like leaves the court and forfeits the match and argues with an umpire and blah blah. Like, well, but on average, on aggregate, bro, Murray, every time he loses a point, he's talking to his box, talking to players, and every time he wins, bro, okay, like, okay, okay, dude, like, okay. So this guy, and this is where the problem lays with me, because the same people who shit on Novak and say, this guy doesn't have excellent elegance, and he's it's just like, why is he arguing with a crowd? Why is he mad? Why does he smash the racket? Why does he have emotions? Why does he that? Oh my God, Andy Murray, 36-year-old walking miracle. Oh my God, made the second round of Wimbledon with a metal hip. Oh my God, yes. Bro, do you see what this guy's doing? Do you see what this guy's doing? And should be celebrating Novak because if you compare the two 36 years olds, how did they take care of their? And I know that injuries are lock in whatever, but it's also how you take care of yourself because I'm 100% sure that Nadal just trains so fucking hard that he destroys his body and he's going to be in wheelchair by the age of 45 or 50. Like he's like done. But I know that he's going to be a relatively healthy human being when he's like 50 or whatever. And that's how you take care of your body. And that's why he's able to continue. That's why he'll win. Like it's pretty much like now is the like this is off topic, but now it's the perfect opportunity for Novak to actually stat pad. Like everything he preserved on his body eh, is going to have the fruit of that preservation. I know how to say that is going to come now when he's going to basically able to stat pad Grand Slams because there is no Nadal, and I'm not going to say there is no Federer because Federer had nothing on him on Grand Slam since 2011. He beat him once. He beat him fucking once since 2011. Like, but there is no Nadal right here. Murray's done. He can basically take on the younger guys who do not have the same experience, do not have the same stamina and all that. So here we go, Novak. That's your reward. You can win 30 Grand Slams, which is great. It's great for me. I'm a big Novak fan. But it's just I don't understand this Andy Murray. Like, how can you how can you be such a hypocrite to hate on Novak because the way he looks, the way he behaves, the way he acts, whatever, and then just oh my God, Andy Murray, bro, this bro. And I'm not going to say, bro, like you should retire. But you should actually seriously think, look, like if I would be like, obviously I'm not an athlete, I'm a bum, whatever. But like, if I would be like a double Grand Slam champion, triple Grand Slam champion, double Wimbledon champion, Olympic gold medals, double Olympic gold medals, all that, and now I'm just like playing challengers and you know, giving hope to these people, giving basically disappointing these people, like and because Andy Murray is the ultimate. Like I understand why do you like him in the past because he's the ultimate underdog, right? He's the ultimate underdog who always comes up short. It's the classic WWE storyline. He's the ultimate underdog who always comes up short. Like he just cannot beat these guys when it matters. And then when he finally wins, it's so great, it's so satisfying, it's excellent, and yay, yay, yay. But now he's not going to win. Like he's just a shell of himself. He's just damaging his body. He's just why are you there? Like you know what I mean? I mean, and like I know this is not his fault that he's getting this treatment and getting all this support because I think if he would be like this guy playing in court 17, I wouldn't be mad. I think if he would be like a guy from Russia playing on court 2, former Grand Slam champion who wants to play because he loves the game, I wouldn't be mad. But he's just getting all this hype, all this fucking treatment, like center court, center court, center court. Yeah, I mean, world number 40, center court. He's not even going to make the second week. Like he's so privileged. And then for what? For you to be disappointed in the end if you're an Andy Murray fan. But you're still going to be like, oh my God, second round. Yes, he pushed Stefanos Tsitsipas to 5 sets and he would have won if there is no curfew and all that fucking bullshit. Stefano Tsitsipas sucks on grass. Like this dude always loses in the first round, and he right now is probably in love. Is in love, and he doesn't care about tennis. So it's like I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to hate on the guy when he's down, and like why the fuck would that? I mean, he's not going to watch this video, whatever, of course. But it's like my fucking god. If you're an Andy Murray fan who hates on Novak Djokovic because of aesthetics, or antics on court, like please just let me know the logic in the comment section. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Like I genuinely don't understand it. This is what pissed me off. And everybody's on Twitter is like, fuck. It's just Andy Murray. Yeah, oh my god, yes. And it's like Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, I do not see one thing that's attractive visually about anybody. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my rant. Tis what it is. See you.